We live.
Hey, we live, we live, we live, we live, we live, we live. Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome. It is Converse with the Mamas. I see a few people stopped in, drop those likes. Appreciate that so much. I'm sure they'll come rolling back in as soon as they realize what time it is. Hey, House of X. Yep, there's that boy, Ro. Bobby G. How are
Bobby
you?
G.
I'm doing my thing. Yo, every time I see a video, I'm still singing it.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Life's magical journey. Thanks for the shout out, Mommy Maine, Frugal, Boss Lady Denise. I think somebody else also reposted the live, which I appreciate that. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. I know you guys will. Hi, Anas. Hope I'm saying that right. Thanks for coming in. You're doing well. Is that a little
Yes, welcome,
doggy?
welcome, welcome.
Oh, goodness. So tonight we're chatting meditation, music, sleep, relaxation. Oh, they have some great music. I just let it
Let me
roll.
see.
Who else did I miss? Well, if you're just coming in and you want to drop your link, you can type in the word mama, MAMA, and it will do that so people can connect. That's my thumbnail. I'm kidding. Oh,
What's your thumbnail?
I was just posing for a second.
Oh, oh goodness.
I'd be doing that with
Okay.
the boxes like, oh, how's everybody doing this evening? It is, what do I call this? Midweek mashup.
Yes.
Pine trees and stars. Yes.
Hi, Hey, LB. I was going to call her Pine Trees and Stars. You know, I love to see why her channel is called Pine Trees and Stars. It's so super cool.
Yeah, I like watching. She does Ipsy, and I caught on a few months ago about that. Hey, wake up with persona. Thanks for coming in. Again, if you want your link drop,
Hey, Persona, what's up,
MA.
little brother?
I
I was
like
just sharing.
the channel too, by the way. And man, the last time I looked, he was already at like 300 or something.
On the new
And
channel?
like the week
Oh,
before, it was 100 something. I was like, whoa, look at you go. Prince Daniel's in the building. Hello, hello, hello. Christina, almost missed you. You need some sleep tips. Ooh, I love sleep.
oh
I'm gonna
yeah.
write that down, Christina, because that would be a good one to talk about
Mm-hmm.
for those who have trouble sleeping. Yeah, if you have any suggestions, hey, the one, thanks for coming in. Hashtag exclusive members. Shout out to all the members. Uh, Tara J, thanks for coming in. Who else did I miss? Uh, I don't think anybody.
And
Ooh,
super
Gio
chat,
the
super
Celestial.
chat, super 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 chat. Hey, 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 hey.
Love it. Let's
Mm-hmm.
talk about
Okay, you don't
the
woke up
baby.
now. Look,
Oh,
see,
and
this is
Danny Lee.
this one busy mama bedtime, honey, because then she woke
Hey,
up. Boy,
Donna. Hey, Queen's Life. I seen you were live, Donna. I
man.
was doing bedtime, so I'm gonna have to rewatch that one. But Donna was talking about the baby.
I was on there. That was baby was yesterday. Today was Stevie J.
Oh, Stevie J. I'm sorry. There's
hmm
That's
Both
right,
good topics
and
because it's
some
all
chick.
about toxic people, toxic situations.
Yeah, I kind of seen the other one. That was probably the baby, right?
hmm
I seen something. Hey, Joy. Hey.
And what's
I know the
funny is
six.
they were very
Oh,
similar situations. My
Callie,
bad.
and Hilda.
Mhm.
Thanks for coming in. Ooh, I see some new people. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So what happened with Stevie?
He and Faith are
Oh,
splitting. He filed for divorce on the cool, and then they got into a little situation. Super sticker, super sticker, super
I
sticker,
was doing I was doing the super sticker.
Hey, hey.
Hey, Candy. So, oh yeah, I seen like a headline or something about Faith cheating on
Mhm.
him or something.
That's allegedly, yep.
Allegedly, yes, yes. All alleged. I wasn't there.
Mhm.
Yes, check out them points.
Mhm.
Um, and if you're not familiar with the game, just watch the chat. People collect points as much time as they spend in this chat and on Frugal Mama's chat.
Mhm.
Insane, yeah. Uh, the gossip, the gossip.
I know, right?
I'm gonna have to rewatch Donna for real. I love going in there because she be giving the real scoops. Scoops like ice cream. Okay, so today's topic is where's my card? How to build confidence and self-esteem.
Yes.
Boop.
Yeah, I know it don't take much to get me excited. Okay. Yes. I'm all about that self empowerment. Self. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I get carried away.
Yes, Kelly King, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Lexus Dude from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Nexus,
You're
dude.
doing well.
Hello.
You getting some chilly weather over there? Okay, so self-esteem and confidence, they are different things,
Mhm.
right? Do you want to go first or you want me to go first?
First, you already have the definition of self esteem and confidence.
You know I do.
I know, so I was gonna start off with that because first, before you have to go into a topic, make sure we are everybody on the same page with what exactly is self-esteem. Self
Hey,
and esteem, two different words. Then you have confidence. Boom, let's do it. Yes.
yes, we up late here talking about some conversations. So our topic is self-esteem and confidence. So self-esteem is defined as an individual's subjective evaluation of their own worth or abilities. Some may link it to self-respect. Now, let me give you the definition of confidence because they are similar, but they're different. Because there's people who have confidence but lack self esteem. Okay, so confidence is the feeling or belief that one can rely on someone or something. Oh, sorry, that's confidence. So, what self confidence?
Self
Confidence.
belongs to me. I know that for sure.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
in one's own abilities, qualities, and judgment. Okay, so if you punch in confidence, you're gonna get other people's perspective. But if you do self confidence, this is your own ability and qualities. So they kind of overlap, but they don't coincide always. As I said, hey El Coro, how are you? Um, you can have no self esteem and have high confidence.
Mhm.
And one might ask, how does that happen? Thank you, dude.
Mhm.
Um, so let's say you are confident in some skills that you have, like if you're a carpenter or a mechanic or a doctor. Uh, but as far as your self-esteem, you're lacking in that department.
Worth,
Um,
self worth. Yeah. Mhm.
yeah, your own respect towards yourself. I would say that would be my
Mhm.
example. Okay, glad you're back. So, what are some things in the audience that you feel you are confident about yourself? positive things, positive things.
Okay, so first of all, I like in both definitions of confidence and self esteem. First, like you see that both are talking about abilities, and but self esteem is about your worth, your self worth, what you feel like your value. Esteem, like when esteem means um oh gosh, I had it all in my head. But when you hold to somebody or something to an esteem, it's higher, like a high, or you know, whatever. So one of the things that we have to realize is your self-esteem does not belong to anybody else. It belongs to you. So you are in power of it. You are responsible for it. You are accountable for improving, or you are accountable for how you modify it, or how you adjust to any of the circumstances that may affect your esteem, how in what regards you hold yourself uh in your life, you know. So what was your question again? I just had to put that out there because I'm
No,
always talking
no.
about you. I hear people say, oh, they lowered my self-esteem, or they made
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
I hear people say that. And one of the things we talked about the other night on the nightly live was the word, how powerful words are.
Yes.
And if you believe that your self-esteem or someone else has the power over your self-esteem, it we're never going to be able to um feel responsible for it. We're never going to be able to make proper adjustments or be able to have the level of self-esteem that we're capable of having. Okay, so first of all, we have to realize that our self-esteem, we are responsible for it. It is ours. It belongs to us. So
Yes.
when we hold it like a precious gem, you have to hey, you gotta shine it up. Like you get a brand new car, you shine that sucker up, you wash it all the time, you make sure it smell good. All of those
Mhm.
things, you have to treat yourself esteem like that.
Yeah.
Hold it in high regard. You hold yourself in high regard. Hold ourselves in high regard. Esteem,
Yes.
high regard. Yes. Okay. Um. So I forgot what the question was, but
It's fine. You're going into a more in-depth
that's right, lad.
definition. And I think sometimes people get caught up on words. And as you said, words have meaning. So
Mhm.
El Coro said, someone say precious gem. Yeah.
Yes.
So if you, hey King, thanks for coming back. If you put it out there in the atmosphere, that's exactly what you're going to get back. So
Hmm.
if you are the one telling yourself, you,
Hmm.
that you are not worthy, that you are ugly, that you don't deserve X, Y, and Z, then that's exactly what you're getting.
Hmm.
It's not going to give you anything else. So if you
Hmm.
put out those positive, self-rewarding words, you're gonna get that. You
Hmm.
know, over time, you're telling yourself in your mind, in the mirror, and towards other people, how you really feel. It's
Hmm.
self-reflection. So
Hmm.
you have a mirror in front of you at all times. So that's what put out, and that was a great summary, really,
And you know,
because
one of the things, if I can, if I may, is that
mhm,
because I'm real passionate about this, because like a lot of people during the holidays get very depressed. We start to Some people start to focus on what we lack, what we don't have,
yes,
what I you know, you probably had I started on a weight loss journey a year and a half ago, and the first thing what I did was say what I'm not going to eat, what I'm not going to do this, what I'm not going to do that. But what I realized is the more I tell myself what I can have I don't feel deprived. Oh, I can have spinach, I can have this, I can have asparagus, I can have this, I can have that. And then the possibility just opened up. I don't feel in a place of lack. And if we take on
Yeah.
that mindset about every aspect of our lives, just imagine the power that we can unwake. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So,
Yep.
and then when you increase your self-esteem, your confidence will increase as well. It's like or it could, okay, because that's a whole that, like I said, it's a couple different things. But
Yep.
one of the things I realized is there are many factors that affect uh our self-esteem. And a lot of it's based on um what other people say and our childhood, not um healing from things that happened in the past. I was listening to some Joy, and she said, "Hey, you gonna stay stuck in that past, or you gonna move forward?" How many
Mm-hmm.
times? I want to put a one in the chat if you drive like this, or do you drive like this? Put a two if you drive forward, or put a one if you drive like this. Who drives looking backwards? So how you gonna drive forward in your life if you looking backwards at what happened? You got to take that time to heal. You have to take that time to heal. And at some point, you have to realize there are certain things that you can do something about. There are conversations that you can have with people. Be like, look, this is when you did XYZ, that made me feel XYZ. And I am no longer in Angie Pooh had a post about do we set boundaries up for respect? If you don't see, I'm trying. Sorry if I'm starting to preach a little bit, but if you don't set boundaries with people, they're going to do whatever. And the thing about respect is, a lot of people say, "Well, you treat people how you want to be treated," but everybody doesn't have the same expectations of how they treat themselves. Oh, like for me, I stopped eating a lot of junk, but everybody ain't stopped eating a lot of junk.
Yep.
Okay, so for me, I say, you know what? I stopped looking at, oh, this is going to be my treat. Well, I'm treating myself with goodness because this good food is going to help my mind think more clearly for me to live a longer time. So I'm not going to just say, oh, well, I worked hard this week, so I'm going to just, I'm allow myself some ice cream. No, I'm going to allow myself to go take a nature walk. Yeah, I'm not saying I done stopped eating all kind of junk food. I have my red hots. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But in
Mm-hmm.
my mind, what I'm telling myself is I'm doing these things because it is healthy for me. That is the treat. The reward is how my mind is more clear, how I'm able to lift things and I'm able
Yep.
to, all that. But anyway,
The long term.
yes, the long-term effect. And and I don't knock nobody for however you get it, you get it. However, you if whatever make it do what it do. But I'm all about retraining that brain. I read something, see all these self-help personal development books. It says we learn something, we have to unlearn and then we have to relearn. If we steady
Yes.
going about the same way we doing things, we're gonna get the same results. And if those things are working, yeah, keep on doing what you do. But if they're
Mm-hmm.
not, make that switch.
Yep.
Okay.
And you have to start out small, like with everything,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's changing the way that you eat or changing your
Mm-hmm.
mindset or changing a routine. Everything has to be small. If you do it all at once, it's overwhelming.
It's
And then you don't
overwhelming.
want to do it again because it's
Mm-hmm.
like a negative effect. Um,
Mm-hmm.
El Coro wanted to say that my mane was beautiful, so I had to say that out
Oh, thank you. No, I'm not
loud.
saying thank you for your.
Throwing it out there. But
Mhm,
it's all relatable. Like I considered myself to be a food junkie. Like
mhm,
I liked junk food, not so much food.
mhm,
And that's a really bad habit. And it's hard to undo because it tastes good, but
mhm,
it's not good. Like the
mhm,
stuff in it is not good. So I stopped buying a lot of it. Some of it
mhm,
can't help, and
mhm,
maybe it's not um, what in the quantities that I used to buy it.
mhm.
Um, so Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
That's
a
what I'm
work
saying.
in
You didn't kind of
progress.
change the world overnight, like
Yeah.
look, what they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. Yeah,
Yeah.
because if
So
you take
we,
on too much, you be like, well, man, I can't do all this. And that's the thing about when I was cleaning up. I was like, look, I can either do laundry or I'm gonna clean the kitchen. Both of
yeah.
them ain't gonna get done. They just gonna see these things over here because I am not perfect, and this, that, and the third. And that is it's okay. Like it
And
is
it is
okay. Like
okay.
it's not every life is not all or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I
And we,
like
and
too
we,
what Queen said. You see that?
what
What
I,
other people
she
say
said some great stuff.
or just words that roll off your shoulders. I wish I wish they all could roll off our shoulders, but the reality is, we were talking about that last night too. We a lot of times we say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. Hurt me. Yes, words. Let's stop saying. Let's stop now. I'm gonna say. Let's stop saying it. For me, words do hurt. Words can hurt you if you allow them to. But like that's why I listen to people like Panama City. I feel like no, she's very strong to me. She's very what do you call it? She's like a magnolia. She's from, like a southern magnolia with pride and very strong. But like you said, we only see people at a surface. And so she may be able to let those words fall out, but it may take other people longer to let those words fall off their
And
shoulders.
matter of
So
fact,
watch what we say.
it is sort of, well, actually, it's relatable, but as we were saying, like childhood, like as a child, I was not treated the best.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to even go into like all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you tell
Mm-hmm.
somebody something so many times,
Mm-hmm. You
and,
become a
and
fool.
that's the only person that's saying it, and other
Mm-hmm.
people are saying something completely different, like, oh my, but you're beautiful, but
Mm-hmm.
you're this. Then you start to look at that person that is supposed to be nurturing and giving you
Mm-hmm.
those praises. Hey, Raymond,
Mm-hmm.
realize that nothing that that person is saying actually matters because
Mm-hmm.
something is definitely not right with them.
With them.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
so you can't base your self esteem off of someone else because they might have low self esteem as well,
Mm-hmm. They're hurt.
which is,
They're broken.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
which is the reason why they're not telling you nice things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like they're reflecting. They're reflecting how they feel about themselves on you.
Yeah. I always tell my daughter that being beautiful
Mm-hmm.
means you're, yeah, it's not always outward appearance. It's the other things that you do
Mm-hmm.
beautifully or
Mm-hmm.
um, those things in life that make you a beautiful person. Um,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I was
you
gonna
can be a beautiful person on the outside, but if your attitude is stank, you don't help out nobody. I mean, like you throw trash out the window, do all these
yeah, I know. I know,
horrible
right?
things. Like you just a bad seed.
So ways that we can let me see, I pulled up a few things, but and I
Mm-hmm.
also have my little parent magazine that I think I've told you guys before I get for free. Now if you want to know, you can inbox me on how I get that for free. Um, to build confidence and or build esteem. So they aren't going to work at the same time. You're going to have to work on one to get the other one going. So like do something that you ordinarily wouldn't do. So I'm going to throw painting out there. So if you think you're not good at painting, maybe you just haven't had the right person to teach you how to paint.
Mm-hmm.
Because art in itself is beautiful no matter who did it. Everything looks different on someone else's eyes, right? They may see something
Mm-hmm.
different in that painting or drawing that you didn't see. Put yourself in situations where you can build your esteem. Again, your qualities, something that you may not even know you have. This is why
Mm-hmm.
you can't do repetitive stuff that still makes you feel like crap
Mm-hmm.
because you're not building on anything. If you
Mm-hmm.
do different things, then you realize you have different skills and that
Mm-hmm.
you are better in some ways. And maybe you didn't even know you were good at pottery or
Mm-hmm.
painting or gardening or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's my suggestion.
Oh, and I have one too. I guess we can kind of, bounce and read some other things too. And it's kind of going along with that. Set a realistic goal. Like if you have no goal, I mean, we have no goals, then we have nothing to strive for. Set a realistic and obtainable goal.
Mm-hmm.
That's that thing. So, you be like, okay, well, for today, I'm just gonna get out of bed. If that's the best you can do, that's the best you can do. We are all at different levels in our lives. You know what I'm saying? It's not, oh, everybody has to do it the Sherry way, everybody has to do it the Bethany way, everybody has to do the
Yep.
Joy way. No, but set a realistic goal. You know what? I'm gonna get out of bed today, or tomorrow. You know what? I'm gonna go all the way outside. I mean, no, because you'll be
Yeah.
surprised. Some people don't even leave their house. I'm gonna sit on the balcony for about 10 minutes. Just set a realistic goal, because once you attain that goal, it gives
Mm-hmm.
you confidence, and that
Yes.
helps build your self-esteem, that that you can do XYZ. You
Yep.
know that you can get up. I at least can get up. I know that I can at least do the XYZ. Set an but you know what, I'm guilty of this. I say I'm going I say, and y'all probably look at my past videos, I would have 10 things on the list, knowing darn well I can do all those things. But I had to push myself, because before my dad died, I asked him, why was you always so hard on me? He said, because a lot of things come to you naturally. So if I didn't push you, you wouldn't push yourself. So that's why you have to realize your personality. And so, I have to have these things, or I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, that's easy to do. Then I wait, procrastinate this, that, and the third. But set one realistic goal, like especially if you're not used to setting goals, or if you really used to setting goals, but set something that you can do, that that but it's still a challenge, but it's realistic, you know. And then that will help build your confidence, and therefore help build your self-esteem.
Yeah,
And
those two things that we both mentioned are very interchangeable, actually.
exactly. That's why I
So
kind of
I'm going to
piggyback.
compound a little bit on realistic goals. So if
Mm-hmm.
you don't know how to set a realistic goal, it's usually entering a time that
Mm-hmm.
you're going to do that goal, which is measurable. So, like
Mm-hmm.
today is a short term goal. So, you
Mm-hmm.
don't want to be like a year from now
Right.
because that's
Mm-hmm.
too far.
Mm-hmm.
Or by the end of the week, I will do X amount of steps because maybe you already know you can't do 5,000 or 7,000
Mm-hmm.
or 10,000. Like you said, some people don't even leave the front door. So putting 5,000 steps is just not going to happen staying
Mm-hmm.
inside. So measurable, like something that you
Mm-hmm.
actually know is going to happen,
Yeah.
today. Work on today. Hey, Big Daddy Bearded Gaming. Yes, got it. Um, thanks for coming, El Coro. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, pine trees and stuff are stronger than you think because a
Mm-hmm.
lot of us get fixated on what we can't do instead of focusing on, never mind that. I'm just gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if even if it is taking a walk to the mailbox, just go.
Mm-hmm.
Before you know it, you done already came back and it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Or, suppose you were supposed to go to the doctor. Just go ahead and do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just get it done. You
Right.
know, everybody's goals are going to be different.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, measurable goals matter.
And once you obtain that goal, reward yourself for achieving that goal. Reward it. I mean, and it can be something like, you know what? I walked to the mailbox. So guess what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna take myself a nice relaxing bubble bath. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yes. Hashtag me, hashtag me, boom. Get you an accountability partner too. And that's one of the another things that I wrote on my list. Like me and Busy Mama, we'd be like, she'll say XYZ, and I'll be like, boo, 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 boo. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, well, I don't even, da, 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 da. And then she'll be, okay, look, push, 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 go ahead,
Yep.
do XYZ. Get you somebody, surround yourself. It's easy to say surround yourself with positive people, but you really got to look for that positive people, because it's a lot easier to find somebody that's full
Oh,
of
yes.
negativity. I used to watch all that gossip, know what every superstar, this, that, and the third doing. And then I thought about it. This is after I cleared my head of all that sugar and all that other stuff. I looked up sugar and they was like, this is a known carcinogen and this, that. And I say,
Mhm.
oh Lord, I'm putting all this in my body all the time. I would, back about 5-10 years ago, I would drink a 6-pack of Dr. Pepper a day. And I said, dude, if I love myself, why am I doing this to me? Why am I doing this to me? But
Absolutely.
but I said I read something in I don't know, I was reading some book. I've been reading a lot lately, y'all. So
That's
let me get
good.
this all out. It says Oprah. Oh, it's a quote from Oprah. It said she said, create the highest, grandest vision possible for your life because you become what you believe. If you believe, you
You
can
can
achieve.
achieve.
But this, I love that. And then you have to like
Hey,
I just
right.
had a vision of what I wanted my life to be, how I wanted my life to be, but I didn't have any steps on how I planned on getting
Get
there.
there.
So a lot of things didn't come into fruition until I started um adding steps to that vision. And you know what
Hmm.
was I'm gonna stop talking so much in a minute, but I'm just so very passionate about this.
That's
Um
good.
um one of the things, how many people have if you like to take road trips, put the number 13 in the chat. If you like to take road trips, or if you've ever taken a road trip, put number 13 in the chat.
Mom,
I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there because I love
if
road
you've
trips.
never taken a road trip and you want to do one, put 13. Shoot.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, see all that?
Coming through. Okay, so if you've taken a road trip, do you plan or do you just hop in the car and just head out? Do you plan? Do you say, okay, well, I'm going to California. We're going to go this way, highway, whatever you go to take to get to
Yep.
California. We're going to stop here because it's after 10 hours, this, that, and the third. You plan that trip, what hotel you're going to stay at, how long you're going to be there, who going to watch the kids if they're not going. If you're
Hmm.
taking the kids, okay, you got to stop a little bit long because you got to take a potty break. You create a plan. Okay,
That's right.
you go out for a job, you study interview questions, right? Yeah, you do. You think about how much you want to get paid. And if you're not, contact me because we need to get your action together. We need to come work on that. You create a plan. You create a plan for the things that are not personal. Create an action plan for your life.
Right.
Okay, create an action plan for your life. So
And
that's
I'm gonna jump on that because
okay. Mm-hmm.
sometimes it pops into our head, right? Like, oh, I just want to go. And yeah, we have some of those trips, but they're not cross country. I hope not. But
No, right.
like I used to back in the day when I lived in Connecticut back in the day, whatever. I used to be like, I'm just gonna go to Boston, and it's only an hour and a half from Connecticut, so sometimes I would just pop up and go. But I'm familiar with that route, you know. We're
Mm-hmm.
talking about life plans, life goals,
Mm-hmm.
life, you create a plan so that you want to succeed, so that it actually happens. You
Mm-hmm.
know, maybe there's some bumps along the way and it never turns the way that you thought. You were supposed to take a right instead of a left, and then you just make it up and get back on the road. Look at your map
Mm-hmm.
and see, but is this still my plan? You know,
Mm-hmm.
and you still
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah, you know what? And a lot of times, like you may not say, okay, when I get on vacation, we're gonna do this excursion, excursion, because everybody late, somebody running late,
Hmm.
somebody don't want to do it, somebody drank too much, can't go,
Always,
this, that, and the other.
always.
Okay. So then you like, okay, when we get there, we just gonna freestyle, we're gonna see what it do. But as you know, people, I was looking at a lot of vlogs, and people are like, well, with the current situation in the world, you kind of have to see what the requirements are, this and that and other, especially if you're flying or whatever. But that's neither here nor there. Do you have another tip?
Oh, a tip. Okay, so in my parents' magazine here, we talked about workout. How about boosting your mind to build self confidence and
Oh, what did
self
you say? I missed it. I'm sorry.
boosting your mind. So
Mm.
elevating your mind, learning something new. Let me see exactly what they say. Um,
Like that.
uh, taking the stress off of your mind, meditation. It even says Doing your screenings, checking your blood
Mm,
pressures,
mm.
making sure that your mind and your body are working in sync.
In
Basic.
alignment.
Mm-hmm. Because
Mm-hmm.
and that hit me so hard when you were like mind, body, and soul, because they really are so connected. Like if one ain't working, the other one's definitely not gonna be good. Like you could be a top athlete, but the
Mm-hmm.
mind ain't right, or the soul ain't right. Hey, Blue Ice, thanks for coming in. Um, so that's one: de-stress, meditation, relaxation. We mentioned bubble bath. Maybe bubble baths is not your thing, but maybe you could just take 5 minutes and meditate. Listen to some calming sounds. Listen to some meditation as you walk, as you drive, as instead of listening to the noise and of other people's stressful situations. Wine. There you go. That's
Mm-hmm.
part of relaxation.
Mm-hmm.
A glass of wine, they say, is okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're not going to get into all the sugars. Hey, the right connection.
Nurse
They
vet
do
don't know.
they do make wine that doesn't have like the tannins that give you headaches and the
Mm-hmm.
extra sugars, but indulge in your 8 ounces of wine. Okay, it's
Mm-hmm.
not that serious unless your doctor says otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
But that's mine. De-stress.
De-stress. Uh-huh. But part of mine was connect with nature. Connect with nature
Mm,
because it like one of the affirmations that I love, I said every morning throughout the day, I am powerful, rooted, and strong. Hey, check out that video if you haven't already. I feel
yeah.
like when I need to get a breakaway, I just say I am powerful, rooted, and strong. I'm powerful, rooted, and strong. I'm powerful, rooted, and strong. And part of that being rooted is connected to something that's higher than me because for me, that keeps me powerful, rooted, and strong. Like today, we had a situation, missing child, missing child. I
Oh,
was like, oh crap, hold up, hold up, hold up. Then I said, you know what, you got to calm down because getting uh,
yes.
working myself up is not going to help me figure out the situation. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to help me, whatever. And then okay, I calmed down, and then the thought of my not knowing where my son was for about 5 minutes that came back, and then I was like, "Ooh!" And so then I said, "You know what? I just need to take a break and remember that I am powerful, rooted, and strong." And
Mm,
so, but I had to, connect. I just just got outside. I had no shoes on. Just got in the dirt. And that was kind of dangerous because I got a dog, and but I just said that's what I need. But yeah,
I
connect
have
with
heard
nature.
that.
Go
I have
outside and let the moon hit you.
I have heard that. Um,
Yeah.
to stand outside and touch the ground with your feet or your bare feet or whatever. Um, and it says that it'll keep you grounded. You don't have to do it for an hour. I mean,
Mm-mm.
sometimes it just takes a few seconds, a few
Mhm.
minutes. Feel a cold breeze, touch a calming stream or water that's natural,
Mhm.
not,
Mhm.
I mean, you could do a water fountain, but I mean like natural water.
Mhm.
Don't be
Natural
sticking your
farm.
hands in the alligator ponds. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like
Mhm.
free flowing water. If
Mhm.
you're near a beach, perfect.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's about as fresh
Mhm.
can be. There's just something about the ocean,
Mhm.
the air, the like just escape alone of the water touching the sand and going back and
Mhm.
forth.
I'm getting
And then
relaxed just you talking about it.
just 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 going there,
Yeah.
if you
Mhm.
can't, grab one of them podcasts where you can hear it, or
Mhm.
a YouTube video. We got lots of YouTubers that do beach scenes and stuff, just
Mhm.
to center yourself a little bit.
Mhm. Mhm. And you know what? And just listening, just thinking about pine trees and stars. Pine trees, when you think about it, think of something. What my next one was prepare. The reason why I'm going with that is because my
Hmm.
next point was to prepare. We know that things are going to happen. We know that everything is not going to be hunky dory all day, every day. So prepare. What tools do you have in your toolbox? I used to be a trainer. So what tools do you have in
Yeah.
your toolbox? If the customer says this, I'll be ready to say this. If the customer says this, I'll be ready to say this. You know. And
Yep.
so what tools do you have in your toolbox? So like I think about pine trees and star, like just thinking about the name. I can smell the pine trees. I can see the stars in my head, even if I'm not, the sky is dark right now, but I can see it. I can see because the moon is so bright. Y'all see this? Is it full moon tonight and tomorrow? Good night.
I don't know.
But just think about things that bring you peace, that bring you joy, that bring you calmness. Or I was talking to someone and they were talking about, they a lot of things happened in their childhood. And when they went away for a minute, they learned about boxing. I know,
Mhm.
right? They learned about boxing and how it the release, because after a while, I'm gonna go to nurse best for the nurse best for the technical aspect of it. But after a while, the endorphins start going in, your serotonin pop up, peak, and then you just start feeling you can feel a feeling of what is it, eutropia? Whatever you talking about. I don't know my
Euphoria.
country. Euphoria. There we go. See, I got backup online. Back up. Need backup. But yes, and that working out or just getting to that's just doing some jumping jacks till you can't do any anymore, or some push-ups.
Yeah.
Get
That
whatever
will build it.
nobody can physically do, get
That
you
will
to
build
there.
it.
Hmm?
That will build it.
Mm-hmm.
Like those endorphins, as you were saying, that adrenaline rush
Mm-hmm.
that goes through
Mm-hmm.
your body, it builds confidence. Because you're identifying that you can do it. You're giving your quality to do it. Hey, 937. Um, and that's what's building that confidence. That's why those boxers go in there and work. Athletes, they
Mm-hmm.
go in there and work because it builds their confidence and their skills, their qualities, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
makes them better.
Mm-hmm.
So that's great too. And that's
Mm-hmm.
also something like if you know you're not really good at a certain thing, working out is one of the things that you can enhance in
Mm-hmm.
life. Like
And you know
dancing.
what? A lot of times, like when we know we're not good at something, we avoid it. But maybe you should
Mm-hmm.
try it and see if it's something, a realistic fear, or you can overcome your fear or your dislike for it. Because if you dislike something 20 years ago, doesn't mean you're gonna dislike it today. It may have changed, you may have evolved. I'm so thankful I'm not the same person I was 10, 20 years ago. I'm so
Yeah.
thankful I'm not the same person I was 2 years ago. I look back on my first YouTube video. I was like, oh Lordy. Lord help me. Thank goodness for progress. Ooh,
Yes.
dance. Yes.
Dancing
Yes.
is something that, I used to do a lot, man. Listening to music. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Some form of art. I know Lin is that girl is talented when I tell you on her makeup.
Mm.
She
Oh
does
yes.
she does some awesome eye looks and just makeup in general. Even if
Mm-hmm.
she's not doing like a costume makeup. But surrounding yourself with positivity and
Mm-hmm.
those people usually are the ones that are creating that positive atmosphere. So if you constantly are surrounding, I know we kind of said this already, is surrounding yourself with people who just are filled with negative Nancy type thoughts, then
Mm-hmm.
it ain't going nowhere, and they
Mm-hmm.
never want to see anybody prosper because
Mm-hmm.
what misery loves
That's
company.
coming. Mm-hmm.
So you know, just you don't have to be like, yo, I'm not talking to you no more. Just
Mm-hmm.
stop replying.
Mm-hmm.
Or,
Right.
I'm busy. I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Something like that, you know? Um, find something else to do. Hey, Wackalo. Yeah, Wackalo. Oh, there's Savage. Savage Moses Gaming. He said, I ain't forget. Drop with a boom, boom, boom.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Super chat. Super chat. Super chat. Super chat. Super chat. Super chat. One busy mama got a super chat. Yes. Positively loves company too. Yes, yes,
That's
yes.
true
Fried
too.
treat stuff. Yes.
And you know, somebody mentioned in my training this weekend toxic positivity, which I've never really heard of.
I've
And
heard
when
that.
they defined it, it was more of a flagrant, exaggerated positivity. So like
Mm-hmm.
fake
Mm-hmm.
vibes. You know what I mean? Like they don't
Mm-hmm.
really mean it. They just keep saying positive crap that, you know,
Mm-hmm.
has nothing to do with anything, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just fills your head with air type of
Mm-hmm.
positivity. I mean, genuine, real, accountable
Mm-hmm.
positivity. Like,
Yep,
don't,
and you know what? You can tell a real friend when they'll tell you the truth, even when you're something that you don't want to hear. You're like, "No, I don't think that's a good idea." Hey, keep preaching.
thank you.
A good word got to
Export.
run. Okay, thank you.
I'm
X
getting my arm workout in here.
Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Mhm.
Yep. Thank you so much for all the super chats. Love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too, House of X,
I
because
mean, you could tell Frugal has a lot to say about this. So
mhm.
this was a great topic.
Yeah, I'm not usually an expert, but I mean, I know a little bit about a whole lot.
Yep.
But I've worked on this, y'all. I'm telling you, I used to be so anxious that I didn't want to go out to the stores because I'd be like, man, get up off me, you know what I'm saying? I'd be ready to pop off because I'd be like, somebody would literally tap my shoulder, I would jump. A poop would fly on the window, and I'm like, I was that anxious, and
Hmm.
now to get to a place of peace, I want to share that information. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that share button. We are drawing to a close. However, they can definitely catch the replay. But yes. Like they'll say, let's go. I definitely want to recap before we end, because just in case somebody is watching this on the replay. Oh, and the one thing, let me do this
Go
one more
ahead.
one more suggestion. I talked about what we put in the body, our food, our thoughts, our music that we listen to. We were talking about this morning, about the food, things we listen to, but also rest,
Hmm.
sleep. And if you're not able to sleep, why? Maybe you need to
Hmm.
do some journaling. Life's magical journey has a journal. I couldn't find it, but I hear it still. Anyway, but sleep, rest is so imperative. I know I kind of I'm pretty cool, chill, relaxed, and I'm pretty laid back most of the time, but I notice when I don't get my 5 hours of sleep, some people need 6, 7, 8, whatever you need.
Hmm.
I pop off a little more quickly. I'm
Yeah.
not able to adapt, to adjust. And like they say, when you drive in a car, when you are under the influence, your reaction period slows down. But that's the
Yes.
same thing when you're not rested. When you're not well rested, you're not able to adapt. So the things that may not have affected you um, otherwise will affect you more, or you're not able to say, well, you know what, is okay, I am in my house, it's not that serious, I'm at the store, I'm not in danger, this and that. When you're able to walk through field, you get those sights. Let me look and see something, let me touch something, let me smell something, and
Hmm.
bring yourself down is cognitive behavior therapy. But yeah, sleep deprived, you get cuckoo for cocoa puffs. I'm telling you, make you
Absolutely.
make you not. But I'm gonna go on. That was my last thing. I'm sure you can even more about that
I
medical
love sleep.
perspective. I know, right? You trying to barely hold your eyes open. Right? I love sleep. Yeah, I said I love sleep. You won't. When is this live over?
No, stop. No, okay. So I have a toddler, and he just like started sleeping through the night. He's 4, and maybe 3 months. I'm gonna say 3 or 4 months. He just started sleeping through the night. So I was literally for the last almost 4 years running off at 2, 3 hours of sleep. Now we
Mm,
can. but it sometimes don't pan out the best.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, exactly, exactly, Mommy May. Now, I don't think I'll ever get like real true sleep prior to kids because they get older and they give you more things to worry about when you're supposed to be sleeping. Uh, but sleep is important. Your brain and other organs in your body actually need that time to regenerate cells and pump blood efficiently. Your brain goes through lots of processes during sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So, at the minimum, 5 would be sufficient to actually get to that REM stage of
Sleep.
sleep where you go into that nice deep, if you've ever been under general anesthesia, that kind of
Ooh.
sleep where you
That's some
wake
good
up and
sleep.
you're like, oh,
No,
this is so nice.
no, that's I had my colonoscopy the other week, and they told me whatever that stuff that Michael Jackson, what is it called, propofol, whatever,
Propofol.
propofol. Man, they gave me some of that propofol. I woke up feeling rejuvenated. I was ready to run a
Yes.
marathon.
As
I
soon
said,
as
boy, that's some good sleep. I feel like I had been asleep for about 30 years. And they said, I said, the
yeah.
procedure only took about 20 minutes. Felt good.
Yeah, me too, Queen. I need about 8. Okay. And technically, all bodies need about 8. Children need more. So when you see, okay, and this is perfect. When you see a little child, right, and they all strung out, frazzled, just
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous, like
Mm-hmm.
love chicken nuggets, but now all of a sudden they don't want to eat chicken nuggets, they don't want to drink their milk, and they need sleep. That's what's going on. Their brain is like, I'm tired,
Mm-hmm.
I'm restless, I'm irritable, leave me alone.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happens to
Mm-hmm.
adults, except for we know how to process it and we sort of like push it off, push it
Push
off.
through.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but we need it. We do need it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot, Queen's Life. Well, they have other
Mm-hmm.
magical things, diazepam, Valium, you know. But as soon as you see that little tube with the white stuff in it, your eyes already start rolling back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey Tyrone, and I mean when you do a procedure, I don't mean like
Yeah, right. We are not saying you need to go shoot. Yeah, do nothing. We ain't got no business doing.
get no, nobody get any ideas, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like I'm not even
Mm-hmm.
gonna talk about baby sleep because we know babies don't sleep. Um,
Mm-hmm.
the
Baby.
reality is, if you ever seen a real baby sleeping for a long time, there's probably something wrong.
That's what I
Because
said. And when people say sleep like a baby, I said, what baby is that? Because this babies be ready to eat every 2 hours.
no,
Baby,
I need
baby.
to sleep like the NyQuil commercials from 1985 when they had real stuff in it.
Yeah.
uh, yep, there you
It's too
go,
good for
Queen.
growth.
But yep, that
And you know what? It allows your digestive system time to rest. It helps you file your memories. And
mhm.
like me, that's probably why I don't remember a lot of stuff. You'd be like, uh, I only give about 4 or 5 hours. Be like, but that's a side effect. So anyway,
um,
um,
what I meant, Lin.
GI clinic. Oh
For
goodness.
GI clinic. Yeah,
Hey,
I did the GI,
Grandest.
EGD and colonoscopy rotation. That was fun.
Mm.
I mean,
Sounds like a
not for
blast.
not for them, but it was fun for me. Um, anyway,
Okay,
let's go over some
let's
of the stuff.
summarize.
Yep, let's go over some of the things. So self-confidence and self-esteem. So self-confidence is a feeling of trust in one's own abilities, qualities, and judgment. And self-esteem is, without reusing the word, um, is how you perceive your own abilities. Because I taught at a young age, do not use the word in the definition. So,
Hmm.
in some ways, we talked about recently, we just talked about sleep. We talked about grounding yourself with nature, meditation,
Prayer, if
some
you that's
mindful.
something you believe in.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying prayer, if that's something you believe in.
Some mindful activities,
Mm-hmm.
positivity,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Well balanced
relaxation.
meals.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look.
Yeah, here we go. No, it's good. Water's great. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
as a nurse, I'm just going to throw water all the time,
Mm-hmm.
unless you can't. But and if you are watching this on the replay and you haven't subscribed to either one of our channels, go ahead and do that. I appreciate you coming all the way to the end. Mommy Main's throwing out another tip. Hey, people find that helpful too. That boosts confidence.
Mm-hmm. And prepare. Have an action plan. Have an
Mm.
action plan. Like I said, sometimes, like I say in the morning, sometimes, like people be rushing. You rushing, but you all 9 times out of 10, you already late. So I just say they rushing, they going around me. I'm driving the speed limit like I do. And
Mm-hmm.
then they be rushed all around me. I'm like, man, I'm not finna cuss you out. I'm not finna get upset. I'm not finna let my blood pressure rise. That's when I am activating my plan. Now, when I choose not to activate that plan, then I work myself up over somebody else's actions. Why? Because I didn't activate my plan. Mm-hmm.
Right. And we talked about measurable goals.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Similar.
also part of your plan.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to set out things to fail. We want to set out
Mm-hmm.
things to succeed. So
Mm-hmm.
we want to put in place a plan and or goals that we can succeed in. And then get pulled over by the popo.
Okay. Yeah.
And you'd be breaking your neck like, told you.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for coming, Lin. I'm glad you liked it. Um, and this was a great topic, honestly, to build up self-esteem or confidence, and or both, because they are different. So that was my piece.
Yeah, and don't compare yourself to anybody else, because everybody's path is different. As soon as we start to comparing ourselves to somebody else, you take your eye off of the direction that you're supposed to be heading in, because everybody has a divine purpose, and it's just about activating that plan and believing that we can achieve. I did a members only live today, and it was about if you have not a desire, if you have a passion, not a passion, god dog it, basically desire, goal, whatever, if you thought about it, it's achievable. That is what's achievable to you. It may not be for you to do it, but it may be meant for you to pass that information along to help somebody or to help somebody else do it. But if you can think about it, it's possible. Yeah. So that's all I have to
Oh,
say
well,
about
while we
that.
while we talk about Mommy Main, next week is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, so we won't be doing it at night. That's for sure, because I'm going to be on the road, uh, and I need to pay his attention. We don't do it every night. That'd be awesome if we could maintain that type of schedule,
Mhm.
Leslie,
Mhm.
because I know a lot of us do need it. Um,
Mhm.
we're picking out topics that we find helpful, beneficial, and um, some other great word that I can't think of.
I
2 year
know,
old.
right?
Somebody fill in just that blank right there. Um,
Helpful
so
benefit. Yeah.
if you like these lives and you have a topic, Christina Skiles was in here and she mentioned sleep, so I definitely wrote it down because I got a lot to say about sleep and ways
Mhm.
to improve sleep or get sleep or catch sleep or um, but I loved the topic. It was great. I'm glad we decided to do this one today.
Mhm. I definitely enjoyed as well. We appreciate each and every one of you all joining. If you're not connected to both of us, please do. Let me type
Make sure
that.
you hit that like button if you haven't already, because I know you did. And stay tuned for we're going to post the next one. We have other posts, so go check out both of our
Mm.
community tabs as well, and check the membership. We both have memberships going, and see if you're interested in either one or both. Hey,
Mhm.
never know. Until the next time.
Peace. Well, I'm about to go live actually. See y'all in a minute.
Okay. Oh, right over there then.